Right.
Thank you.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is check out the acromion process and scapula humerus interaction of your neighbor. So I'm going to get Amira to come up here. It's important. So I'm going to have her stand sideways. No, other way.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to hold her clavicle scapula joint down so she can't do this. Because I just want to test when the humerus hits the acromion. So she's going to keep her palm facing inward, not downward, not outward, just inward. And then I'm going to hold her humerus and just raise her up until she can't go up. And she's starting to lift her ribs. That means she's already hit. Right there, she's already hit. And now, if she wants to go up higher, she's kind of raising her rib cage to make it happen because the humerus has already hit the acromion. Got it? That means that her arm goes around there until it hits. Okay, and if she does that to me, so she holds my clavicle scapula down so I can't cheat and raise my arm. She grabs my arm and just lifts up. Hold here. And she just keeps going and going. Keep going. Pin it down. Yeah, keep going. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. And stop. Okay. That's it. Okay? So people have different ranges. And that affects your wheel. It affects your puppy dog pose. It affects your downward dog. Amira, do a downward dog. I'm going to show you the effect of this. And try to push your chest towards the floor as much as you can without internal rotating. Okay? So now I'm going to do my downward dog. I'm going to lift my fingers so that I don't internal rotate. And I drop down like this. So this is because of my bones only. Because if I didn't have those bones, I could work forever. I wouldn't be able to do that. So our bones are different. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Some people will never put their head on the ground. And that's just life. Okay? That's just so what? We're all going to die, and your ability to put your head on the ground, downward dog, is not going to change that. Okay? We have to have a perspective. Thank you. Okay, so this is the humerus and scapula. Below the humerus, we have the lower arm, which we'll talk about next time. Okay? When I talk about the hand and stuff, we'll talk about the lower arm. But right now, we're going to focus on the shoulder. So now that we know where the joints are, know that your back muscles are stronger. The muscles that bind your shoulder blade, we've got the serratus anterior here. You've got the rotator cuff muscles binding the back side. You've got the rhomboids in between. So there's a lot of muscle back here. Where there isn't too much muscle is here. And we'll talk about that in a while. But first, I want you to test on your partner. Find a partner and test on them. When does their acromion hit on the front side? And then when does the acromion hit on the side? Okay, so to test the side, you just raise the arm sideways. But the thing is, you can't do this yourself. Someone has to do it for you. Someone will hold you down. Someone will hold you down. Turn your palm down and raise your hand until you feel the pinch, which is right there for you. You will feel a pinch here. That means the bone has hit. And for you, you can raise it that high before it hits.
Okay, and in the front,
Okay?
how do I...
And in the front, again, elbow is facing down. You put your hand here, and then you just keep going up until you feel the pinch, which is about there because you're starting to
Yeah,
lift your
here.
ribs. Yeah? Okay. No, because it's the bone. If you feel it here, it's the bone. If you feel it here, you can stretch it. If you feel it here, it's your bone. That means there's nothing you can do about it. That's it. It's the end of the road. Okay, go find someone and work on their shoulder.
Again, just so I can see. Almost there.
Okay.
So.
Hold here. Don't relax your muscle, okay? So that we get the pure bone. And I think should be it. Because you're
Yeah,
lifting
yeah,
already.
I feel that.
So that's it. So that's
That's
by
what
the
bone's
temple
hitting
region.
bone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bone is hitting bone here.
Uh-huh. And then the side one.
Palm down, just down. And then you just raise it. And that's about it
Yeah,
because
I
you're
feel
starting to
that.
lift. Yeah.
All right, got
So
some,
that's where
got
the
some close
humerus,
bones.
yeah, humerus hits the acromion, the front.
And
This is the acromion.
This is the acromion,
Yeah.
and this is the
Humerus.
And so what we're looking for is this doesn't hit this.
Yeah, so look at me here.
Okay.
So from the front side, eventually this guy is going to hit this
Yeah.
somewhere, and then you won't be able to go up anymore.
Oh yeah.
Or on the side, they're going to hit, and you can't go up anymore without raising your shoulder.
Shoulders. Okay.
Okay.
And so the point is, you do want, but you don't want to raise your shoulders, do you?
You want to check to see where your range is because that affects your wheel.
Yeah.
Some people have trouble straightening their arms out in the wheel because the bones have hit. And so we need to go around the bones, and I'll talk about that later.
Hacking the body.
Hacking the body. Learn the hacks. Make your life easier. Acromion. Acromion. Yeah. This bone is the humerus. And this bone up here, can you feel it? It's like a ridge.
Sticking out.
Yeah. Okay. So if I keep your elbow in and I'll hold you down and you just lift up without, just keep your muscle relaxed, keep your elbow in, but relax your muscle. Eventually, and you've got really good bones, you can go back this far. Okay? So you've got really good bones. You've got very impressive shoulder bone. And then, yeah, and then here, she can go up this high before it hits. You can feel it hitting now, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's when the two bones have hit.
Can you feel when you put your hand here? Put your hand.
No, you won't be able to feel. She will feel. So come here so I can make you feel it. No, you don't feel anything. She's the one that feels because her bones are hitting. So let me show you. I'm just going to hold you down and don't lift your ribs. Keep them down. Do you feel that? Yeah, it hurts, yeah? Because the two bones are hitting each other back here. That's what you will feel. Okay, the two bones are hitting. Okay? Yeah. This is acromion process. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Is your partner really feeling this? No, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you will feel pain. Sometimes you won't feel anything, but your ribs will start to lift or your shoulder will start to lift because it's finally hit. Yeah, that means a nerve is getting pinched. When you feel electric, it's a nerve.
This is the acromion right here.
So the nerve that runs through it has gotten in the way. Yeah.
He was just double checking inside bodies.
Sorry, I know we
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
got
so
Yeah, acromion is the bone. So you can find it by tracing the collarbone and you get to the edge here.
Gotcha.
Okay? And if your hand is on the acromion, it's not going to move when you move your arm.
Okay.
But if your hand's on the humerus, it's going to move when you move your arm. See, it doesn't move, you're on the acromion.
and is this the acromion
Moves,
over
it's a
here?
humerus.
And what
So the acromion process is the capacity to move back
It,
and
it
forth.
moves up and down like this. This whole thing can move up and down. This one goes in all directions.
Yeah, I feel like a pop almost. Could you check because we can't find
Okay.
like
Yeah. Don't raise your arm. I will do it for you. There you go. You feel the pinch now, no? Here.
More here.
Here, you don't feel anything here? But that's it. You're locked already. You're locked. That's as high as you go. Don't use your muscle. There you go. That's as high as you go.
Here.
Yeah.
So what is about all the videos about shoulder flexibility?
Let me explain. Let me explain. Okay.
I cannot do it. Now I feel like it's super hard to make it. Hard to continue. Like I feel like the
Yeah, that means she's locked. If it's hard to continue, that means that the bone is locked. If you feel other parts of her body moving, that means it's already locked. Okay, what does this mean, how high you can raise your arm? From the front side, we've already seen it's going to affect your wheel. Is there anyone here that locks early on the front side? Early on the front side? Show me. Come here. Yeah. So we'll test her.
I think so.
Okay. Let me see. You're making a face already. That's still pretty good. Does anyone have worse than this?
I'm super bad.
Okay, let's see.
Who's worse?
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, from the shape of your arm. Okay, this is, I can tell she's going to lock early.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. And that gives us the answer to improving it.
I
Okay?
need to know this.
You need to know this. I know the answer already. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's on YouTube. Okay. Oh, I can feel it already. That's it. That's
It's
it.
hard to lift my arms just straight.
Yeah, that's it. See how she just barely gets to the side of her eye. And she's already locking. And the only way, I'm going to free her arm, and the only way she gets up there is if she raises her shoulder. See that? Now,
My shoulders are so tight.
look at what angle her arm bone makes. You see how her shoulders are rolled in? Why are her shoulders rolled in? Because her chest muscles are tight. Because her chest, see how her arm bone rolls in? She's very loose back here, and she's very tight here. This is the pectoralis. The pectoralis muscle inserts onto the humerus and rounds it forward when it's tight. That's why sometimes these bodybuilders, if they overwork their pecs and they don't work on their back, they end up like this. Because you roll in. And it's because her arm bone is rolled in that she's hitting the acromion early. So if she wants to improve that, if you want anyone to improve this, what you need to do is open and stretch the chest. So how do we open and stretch the chest? And you can do this every day. Nope, that's not going to do anything. Come here, my dear. If you can find the wall, you're going to bend your elbow, and you're going to put the side of your elbow on the wall, and you're going to lean forward until you feel this beautiful stretch. Oh, until you feel this beautiful stretch here. And if you keep doing that every day, your chest will get looser. It's going to reposition your arm bone, and you'll be able to come up higher.
Okay.
At shoulder level. Sometimes they say higher, but only if you're on the floor. Because if you're in this position, it's here. When you're on the floor and stretching it this way, you bring it higher, like a passive stretch. Like this one. You follow the muscle line, you bring it higher. But for that one, just keep your elbow level with your shoulder. Because here you're reaching, and there you're being pulled back. And if you do that every day and you'll feel it here, that's going to improve how mobile your shoulder is.
To the side way?
Yeah, what about the one where
Yes.
physical therapy they have you do it this way with the arms straight, but you're saying
I'm saying bend the arm so you don't tense the elbow. So it goes straight into the muscle.
right here instead of the
Yeah, because sometimes you'll if you're hypermobile, you'll end up stretching the elbow, and we just want to get into the muscle.
focus right here.
Yeah, you just keep doing that every day. It's going to improve your mobility. Okay. To the side. What does it matter? How high you can bring to the side. If you lock early, the only way you can bring your arms up further is to use your shoulders. But when we turn our arms like this, we get to go around the acromion. Around the acromion. And that's why we external rotate the arm, so we can go around the acromion. And then we won't hit it. And then we'll be able to bring our arms up better. That's why we do this. You're going around the acromion. Can you feel that? You've gone around the acromion. So sometimes for warrior one, let's say I'm going to do a warrior one and my arms start to lock and I'm lifting here. A better way to do it is to go around the acromion and then come up this way. So see how your shoulders feel. Come up this way and then go around the acromion. You're taking the arm bone around the back side. See which one feels better. Yeah, same with downward facing dog. When we open our hands, we're going around the acromion. And we're also opening up using these muscles, engaging them so that this guy can have a break. So if you've got this restriction and you go around the acromion somehow, then it won't be a restriction anymore. Okay, so you need to work on your chest muscles. That's going to improve your downward dog. Every single day, at least 30 seconds. Okay? Yeah, it's you're restricted by your bones because your chest is so tight. Yeah. Okay, so now you have the answer. You just need to walk the road. Okay, so that's the humerus. So we have two joints. We've got clavicle scapula and scapula humerus, and that make up your shoulder. Now, the front side of your shoulder, as I said, is the most delicate part. So let's look at the anatomy of the front side of the shoulder. These are the deep structures of the shoulder. So on page 93, we have the really deep structures of the shoulder. On top of that, you've got the anterior deltoid, which is a superficial muscle. It doesn't really help hold the shoulder together. It's just like the wrapper on top or the sleeve. Anterior and mid deltoid is like the wrapper or the sleeve that kind of holds your shoulder together. Your chest muscle doesn't help hold your shoulder together. It just pins your humerus to the front part of your ribs, but it doesn't really help the humerus scapula joint. The muscles on the front side that hold the humerus scapula joint together, there are two. If you look on the sheet, look for long head of the bicep tendon. Can you find it? The long head of the bicep tendon. That means the tendon that's connected to your bicep runs up the front part of your arm like that. And if you put your hand here in the front part of your arm and you contract your bicep, you can feel it bumping up against your finger. Can you feel that? Kind of palpate your arm, move your arm a little. If you don't have a strong bicep, it's not going to happen. It's around here. If you've got the humerus here, acromion is here, it's diagonally inward. And you can feel it bump up against your hand when you contract your bicep. And it holds the humerus to the scapula on the front side like this. Aside from that, we have the supraspinatus. Is it supraspinatus? Yes. Oh, thank God. Supraspinatus muscle that comes from the back. The supraspinatus muscle comes from your back, runs on the ridge of your scapula, comes out through here, and holds on, my finger's not long enough, holds on to your arm like that on the front side. Okay, so it runs through here and holds your arm. Rama's arm's too low. Supraspinatus. Okay? So the supraspinatus also holds the front of the arm, but it's coming from the back. It's part of a group of muscles called the rotator cuff. Okay? So if you're looking in another anatomy book, look for rotator cuff muscles. And you will find the supraspinatus is the fourth muscle of the rotator cuff. And the rotator cuff is in the back side. The only difference is supraspinatus travels to the front side and holds the arm bone in the front side. So supraspinatus is loose when your shoulders roll in. Because you can imagine, it runs through this notch and holds the upper arm bone. So when your arm bone rolls in, you're actually stretching the supraspinatus. That means it's loose when your arm bones are rolled in. Remember that. Because it's going to make the story clearer. Supraspinatus is loose when your arm bones are rolled in. Now, let's talk about Chaturanga. So, when I go into my Chaturanga, what I don't want to do is put pressure on the front of my arm. As I said, the front of your arm is the weakest part of your shoulder. So, and I'm going to put my knees down because I'm not stupid. Put my knees down so I don't hurt myself. If you're doing your Chaturanga like this, which way are my shoulders rounding, to the front or to the back? Which means supraspinatus is loose. It's not contracting. And when you do your Chaturanga, is your bicep loose or tight? Are you sure? Do someone feel your bicep and see if it's loose or tight. Go. This is your bicep. Have someone put their hand on you and kind of wiggle it around. Bicep is here. Tricep is here. The tricep is not what we're looking. The bicep. It's loose. Why? Because you're working the tricep. Bicep and tricep are opposing muscles. Check your friend. I guarantee you it's loose. That's the tricep. Other side, yes. Very loose. It's jelly. Which means, yes, do you agree the bicep is loose in Chaturanga? The other guy, the tricep, he's tight. The bicep, he's just slacking off because he's not needed. Yes.
My stupid question on my anatomy skills are very good. What's the difference between tendon and ligament?
The tendon connects muscle to bone. Ligament connects bone to bone. Ligament connects bone to bone. Tendon connects muscle to bone. Okay? So, going back to our horrible Chaturanga, supraspinatus is loose because arm bone is rolled in, chest is contracting. And bicep, this guy, is loose. So what's holding your arm together? What's holding your arm together in the front side? Because the two muscles that are supposed to be holding your arm aren't working. So what's holding your arm? The ligament, the Band-Aid sellotape of ligament wrapping your scapula and humerus together like this. It's called the shoulder girdle. It's just ligaments. And just like a rubber band, imagine this is tied to a rubber band and you keep kind of pulling the arm bone out like this. Eventually, what's going to happen to the rubber bands? They get loose first. They get loose. You know how that feels? There's a pain on the front of your arm. Pain on the front side of your arm. And the more chaturangas you do, the worse the pain gets. This is called tendinitis. Ah. And the reason why you get tendinitis is you're not using the muscles that are holding the arm together. You're hanging off the tendons, the ligament. I don't know why it's called. It should be ligamentitis. Tendinitis. Okay. Never mind. Haha. I'm not a doctor. I don't know any better. Okay. So you've got a problem because now your arm is loose. It's not being held together properly. So sometimes it kind of slips around. There's something between your bones called a bursa. Look for it on your drawing. B-U-R-S-A, bursa. That's like a gel pad that keeps your bones from rubbing against each other when you raise your arm sideways. And when you have tendinitis, sometimes your humerus is a little loose, so this bursa sometimes can slide out of place. And when you raise your arm sideways, it starts to get swollen because it's in the wrong place now. And now it hurts when you raise your arm sideways. This is called bursitis. And both bursitis and tendinitis are a result of not using your arm in a good alignment and trying to force your body to bear weight on your shoulder without activating the muscles that are supposed to keep you safe. Yes?
So you need to activate the bicep.
We cannot activate the bicep in Chaturanga because of the position, but we can activate the supraspinatus by making sure the arm bone isn't rolling in, but is drawn this way. Back, not in. Because now we're contracting supraspinatus. We can't contract the bicep because our weight is this way. Your triceps going to fire. This guy is really out. But what we can do is make sure that your arm bone isn't rolling in when you do the chaturanga. Arm bone should be pointing forward, not downward. Let me show you how that looks to point your arm bone in the right direction. Okay. So, trying not to headbutt the board. Okay. This is a proper position of chaturanga. Where's my arm bone pointing? Forward. Got it? Now you're going to try it. Maybe. Which muscles need to work for you to get into a chaturanga? Triceps. Supraspinatus. Thank you. Okay. Little bit of the rotator cuff group, so your scapula should just go just in enough to keep the arm bone pointing upwards. But you're not doing this. That's overdoing. Okay, so just in enough to keep the arm bone pointing upwards. But the main three guys are the tricep, serratus, latissimus dorsi. Those same three guys I've been harping on you since day 2 to work on. Now you know why. Serratus is here on the rib cage and the bottom end of your scapula. It pulls from your ear. Then latissimus dorsi, the V-shaped muscle across your ribs behind you. Okay. And of course, you've got to have a good core so you're not bananaing your... But let's work on the shoulder because we're talking about the shoulder today. How to train a chaturanga. Everyone kneel down and do this. Elbow 90 degrees, arm bone pointing upward. So elbow 90 degrees, arm bone pointing upward. Inward, backwards, upwards. 90 degree, if I put a block here, it's going to sit right perfectly on my arm. Let's work with the same friend that you were adjusting and check. And your elbows are close to you, not here because you're internally rotating your arm. Keep your elbow close to you. Work with a friend and check to make sure they've got the right position. So you're going to take a block. Can I borrow the block? You're going to take a block and see. This is 90 degrees. Okay? Go. Check each other. Check the position of their arm bone. Should be pointing upwards. After you've checked them in this direction, have them do a chaturanga. See, too low. There you go. Do a chaturanga and check. Oh my God, is that it? You're kidding me. It's hard. It's hard now because you didn't use your muscles. If you do a chaturanga right, listen to me, people. It's important for your guidance. If you do a chaturanga right, after a while, you will not feel it anymore. You will not feel it anymore because your muscles are holding you properly. There's no pain. There is no struggle. If you learn to do it right, you won't feel it. It's going to be normal. Can you imagine that? One thing you need to do in a chaturanga to get your chest in the right position is push with your toes and come forward. So you can get to this position, you need to push and come forward from the plank. You're coming forward. Okay? Some of you need to bend your knees and put your knees down because you're not strong enough yet. "90 degrees. Don't go lower because if you go lower, I'll explain that. Because this is actually a bad habit. It's down and then you glide forward. Yeah, so I'll show you how that looks. So from here, right, then you push forward and you're in it. So you don't need to, that's a bad habit.
Can you have a look at my nose?
Yes, sure. So you're pushing with your toes to glide forward, basically. Okay, and going, and then push forward with your toes, and pull your arm bones back, lift your chest a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So when you glide forward, send your chest forward. You're overdoing the initial glide. You're overdoing. Don't push forward too much. Just push enough to get the elbow into the right place. And now push the rest of the way to come. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay? So you overdid the first push. Okay. Up. Too low. Too low. Too low. There. Now push forward. Yeah, now lift up. Up dog. So you push up to up dog from there. Okay? Push up to up dog from there. Yeah.
Shoulder, this is the one you were saying that you
Yes, that's the tricep dip 12 times, twice a day. Okay, to keep...
Do you want to do a movie before dinner each day?
Everything good? Yeah. So that's already too low.
And a question?
Put the block here. Shouldn't go lower than that.
Okay.
Stop. That's it.
So we should not go so low.
Shouldn't go so low. You should only go to 90 degrees.
Okay, and also the elbow should be
Yeah,
only
so
the
my dear,
wrist.
your arms are too wide. Bring your arms closer together. Your hands are too wide. Bring them in more. Yeah, so that your elbow will be close to your ribs.
But the line is not
That's too wide. Go to plank. Go to plank. See? Put your hands under your shoulders. Okay, there. Now go from there. You can put your, stop. That's as low as you go. Now push forward. Okay, so from there we push forward. Not like that. From here, you push forward. Because what's happening to you is you're going backward. And when you go backward, you're going to get a pinch in your back. You need to push forward. Yeah, come forward more. Yes. Yes. That's the right forward. Now don't go so low. It helps to put your knees down. So you're going too low already. Put your knees down. Knees down. Knees down. Yeah, do chaturanga with knees down. So that you can do it properly. So if you can't do chaturanga with your knees up, do it with the knees down, but do it properly. And if it's still too hard, stick your butt out like this. So more of your weight's on your lower body than your upper body. Stick your butt out. Okay, then it's a little bit easier.
we should start from somewhere.
And then you just keep working on the tricep dip every day. Okay? Is chaturanga a beginner yoga move? Hell no! Because people don't know any better. So if you've got, let's say you've got a multi-level class, because this will happen at least twice a week when you start teaching all the time. You're going to have a multi-level class, meaning there'll be people doing chaturanga push-ups like thrice before going into up dog, and there's going to be someone with gummy bears for triceps. And they're going to walk into your class for the first time. What can we do for them to make sure they're safe when you hit chaturanga? Don't do the chaturanga. Drop straight down. After your plank, put your hands in the right place and go to up dog, like this. Until their arms get stronger. Have them do the tricep dip. Put that in your class. Okay, put in your class somehow. Tricep dips. Okay, then you'll all grow together. Okay. Yeah, so it's important that we treat our body right. Next week, you're going to do Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga every day. So you're going to do at least 20 chaturangas every day. So if you can't do a chaturanga by next week, you're just going to go straight down. Or you're going to do knees, chest, chin. The reason why I taught you knees, chest, chin is because it's a great way to start building your strength. Opening the rotator cuff, working the, contracting rotator cuff and tricep. Okay? So it's an option. Knees, chest, chin is an option if you can't do chaturanga yet. Yeah, like, just do this one. This is not chaturanga. This is an option. So I'm going to walk you through the different levels, okay? Level 1. I have gummy bears for triceps. I'm just going to drop straight down. Okay. Level 2, my triceps have gotten stronger. Okay. Level 3. I want to start trying Chaturanga, but I'm not there yet. Level 4, whatever I'm doing, it's kind of working already. And then, this is the fun part. I want to do the Chaturanga, but I'm not sure about my alignment. And finally, tang, ah! Okay. So we have to go slowly. And we have to do it right every time, even if you have to pull back a little. Okay? So that we can progress. Because Chaturanga is the gateway to all arm balances. All of them. So if you want to do like funky stuff like this, you need to nail your Chaturanga. Okay? Funky stuff like that. Nail your Chaturanga. Okay? Then it's easy to do. Because once you master the simple stuff, the big stuff's not that big anymore. Okay? Okay. So that's it. That's the Chaturanga talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any questions?
So when somebody has a rotator cuff injury, which you see a lot with like a lot of the guys or some that have been in some of my classes, when you were talking about all that within the shoulder, can you explain what is being affected by that?
Which part of the shoulder is affected by a rotator cuff injury?
Yeah.
Okay, if your rotator cuff is injured, it depends on which muscle it is because there are 4 of them. But if it's the supraspinatus, the one I talked about, anything where you're rounding in and putting pressure, like a tabletop, a reverse plank, is probably not a good idea. Because that's going to make it worse. So the person won't be able to do anything back here, any kind of bind, anything that rolls the arm in, they won't be able to do. They have to avoid at all costs. This is probably okay. Anything that pulls the arm bone back to contract the muscle is fine. But rolling in like eagle arms, not okay. Any kind of rolling in, not okay. That's supraspinatus. Okay, the others, depending on which one it is going to affect you differently.
I just find that's one, like in my yoga classes that I had gone to, like you would hear people, oh, I have a rotator cuff injury.
What's up with that?
Well, it's big classes though too, but you know, it's like
Yeah, there must be something they're doing. Yeah.
physical work,
Yeah.
on track and work.
Maybe throwing stuff around, like, I don't know, climbing,
Painters,
rock climbing. Oh, because of this kind of movement. Pitching. Okay. Anyone else have any questions on the Chaturanga or the shoulder? Yes.
I have to phrase it, but sometimes when I go into it, I feel like I'm falling over. So I'm doing this,
Yeah.
and then I still have to flip my.
You still need to, okay, before you
Now it
flip.
works, but sometimes
Okay.
I'm like, ah.
Okay. Yeah. Keep your chest open. Keep your lead with the chest. Instead of leading with the shoulder into up dog, lead from the center of the chest. So you're going to keep your chest open as you go to your up dog. So lead with the chest. Open the chest and yeah. Lead with it. Yes, it even looks even better. Yeah. Lead with the chest. One thing about that glide, you don't need to dip down. It's actually a bad habit that comes from people with weak arms. It's a bad habit. It's not supposed to be that way. Just glide forward. Why do you dip down? How is that helping you? It's not helping. Have a look. from here, push forward. You don't need to. There's no. Don't do the worm. It's a chaturanga. We're not breakdancing. If you know what that is, see, only the senior people laugh. Everyone else is like, huh? Okay. So that's it for the chaturanga, and now we know what to do. Now, what to do? Preventative measures or first aid, just in case next week you do feel a little bit of tendinitis happening to you. You buy a bag of ice from Indomart, and you put it on there for 30 minutes, so that the ligaments can knit back together and contract. Okay, so if you have tendinitis, grab a bag of ice, stick it on there for 30 minutes. What we'll try to organize for week 2 day off is a Wim Hof ice challenge for you. So you'll actually be in ice. Yeah, the breathing and the ice. Yeah, we'll do that next week, because we have some friends that are into that. Okay, so and your shoulder will probably need it by the end of next week anyway, so it's a good thing. Stay in the ice. Don't get out.
Got another question, but for one of the students, for acupuncture, does that help with like that kind of like if you get that soreness, like from that thing? What acupuncture helps with that?
If you want, I can explain you later.
Yeah.
Because that's an option too.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's talk to the acupuncturist later. Okay, so that's the shoulder. So we're gonna take a 15-minute break, and then we're going to do some teaching practice. Okay, more teaching practice. So grab a tea or a coffee and see you back here. Go to the toilet. See you back here at 11:30. Okay, see you back here at 11:30.
My level of, I think it's not the gummy bear. Maybe I'm for level 2. Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah. Can you again say what was the level 2?
Okay.
It was from the knees. Is what
Put
I
your knees
remember.
down and stick your butt out.
But,
And then drop down to 90 degrees only. And then push up from there. Okay, so you can strengthen your arms.
So I 100% have tendinitis.
Okay.
It's like I've never understood this before, but
Yeah.
and maybe like it's on like that deltoid because it
The
definitely goes down here,
the
and then it's super
that's
pointy here.
that's the ligament of the tendon of your bicep. It's on your bicep. Okay. What you can do is get some weights and strengthen your bicep.
Okay, so
And that's
I need
gonna
bicep and tricep.
yeah, it's gonna knit back the tendon, because the nice thing about tendon is when you work the muscle, it heals.
Okay.
So just grab some weights and do some bicep curls
Yeah.
to strengthen the tendon,
Okay.
and that's for that.
Okay.
Okay, for the tendinitis in the rest of your arm,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure to pull those arm bones to make sure they're not rolling in, but they're in this position, which is a good position.
Will you watch my chaturanga even if it hurts? I'm gonna do it and
Okay.
see what.
Okay.
Because it's true. I feel like I just learned chaturanga like in January the right way,
Okay.
but I've been doing
All
it
right.
for years sometimes.
Okay.
Plank.
Yeah.
Plank looks okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop. That looks good.
Exactly.
You're doing it right.
Right.
That's
And-
good.
Okay. So I understand it's painful.
It's because of the times you didn't do it right.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
have the power, so you just drop.
And yeah, strengthening your triceps will help.
Yeah. I'm doing my dips on my back.
Good. So bicep tricep work, and then also just making so we don't injure ourselves more. We just gotta make sure now we're doing it with good alignment. And
Yeah. And if like
if you have days where it really hurts,
like
just
yesterday.
avoid it.
okay. Yeah, yesterday was like on
Completely avoid it. Stay in downward dog.
Okay.
Don't go into the chaturanga.
I need to play. Okay. And just take
And then yeah, put some ice on it.
Okay. You would just check
Okay.
so I can get like
Okay.
understand when is the point.
Okay. Yeah, that's good, but your elbow has moved back. So don't move your elbow back. You gotta come forward. Stop. That's it. Put your knees down. Why are you trying to do it without the knees? Wait, do it again. Wait, your elbows are rolling out. Keep them in. Keep them in. Keep them in. Keep them in. That's it. Drop, drop, drop. Stop. Okay. Much better. Much better. That's it. Okay, just keep your knees down. You'll get stronger. Next.
May I get some advice?
Yes.
What's going on with mine?
Okay, let's see it then. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, you're going too low.
Too low, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's come on our knees again and maybe put our hands a little closer together. Because that kind of helps. It does help. And so your elbows are pointing to the back of the room and then you drop down. Stop. That's as low as you go. So only till my hand, okay? That's it.
And then the feet coming to the back, straighten them up.
Okay, so when you get down there, you drop your hips and lift your chest. So let me show you how to do it. From here, you do that, and then you drop your hips and straighten your legs to the back. Okay?
Like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Also.
Yes, good. Now drop your hips and lift your chest.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay? I think that's good for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is my shoulder, I have this big problem.
You're gonna stretch on the wall
Yeah.
your chest.
So this one was broken,
Yeah.
right? And after 2 years, this problem came up, right?
Yes,
This
it's
is right in the middle. So what
Okay.
do you see a lot?
yeah.
I mean, okay, now I'm already correcting.
Okay, so one is forward and the other is back. Yeah. It's twisted because it broke and it maybe healed in a different shape than the other one.
So this one did 2 years of work, and now it's saying it's enough.
Yeah, because it had to make up for this one. Yeah, this
And
needs a stretch.
Yes.
This one needs a really big stretch here.
So can you also show me the points again? What we did with
Okay,
the
okay,
partner?
okay. Let me bend your elbow. Okay, let me check you. Relax your arm. Let me do it. And I think
Hard,
that's it already, no?
twisted,
Yeah.
I mean hard, tough, tight,
Yeah.
and
This is the-
unflexible. Whatever.
This is the bone hitting already, and then the other side maybe it's gonna be different.
Much.
Yeah, this is higher, no? And this
Yes.
is a little bit tighter, and this is tight. See where my hand is? That's your chest muscle.
And to do this stretch
On the
yeah.
wall, on this side only.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's forward and the other guy is back. Because this chest is more open, this one is very tight, very,
It
very
hurts.
tight.
It hurts, yes.
And even your trapezius on this side is tighter than the other side and bigger. You've got more developed muscle on your right than your left.
What happens? 2 years of yes.
Oh,
Crazy.
so
Thank you.
stretching one side only.
Okay. And no chaturanga time at all,
No
right?
chaturanga because your shoulders are uneven. So just go straight down or do knees chest chin.
But I can correct it with all the years and all the work.
Stretch
or
first.
Stretch.
Open the chest first. Because we've got to try and give some symmetry to it. A little bit of symmetry.
But
is
yeah,
needed.
can you have a look? It, yeah, maybe it comes from also from here and then from this crazy feet.
Do you have scoliosis in your spine?
Nobody told me the words.
No, you don't. Maybe bend over so I can check. Just bend over. No, I don't think so. Yeah. No, you don't. You're fine. It's only because of the accident that you had and you
And you
got
know,
the issue.
that and here, only the right side.
Because this is very tight, so it's going to compensate. The right side of your body is locked. Yeah.
So can I do something with you to private people to
Yeah.
unlock it?
Yeah, I can.
Maybe
We can.
See you at dinner time.
Wait until the end of the course because now there's so much going on for you guys.
Okay.
Wait until the end.
But then we can do a little healing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can
Yeah.
for the Chaturanga if I should try or not because I'm also
Okay, show me. And then you can show me what you want to show. Go ahead, go ahead,
yeah, I
show
was
me.
just going to say that I already got this from doing it wrong.
Okay.
From the
Yeah.
downward facing dog. So
Mhm.
for the dog, we said I should be more open.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
I think I can do too far away. I practice now.
Okay, you gotta come from plank, no? Okay, now go. Up, stop. Put your knees down. And don't bring your elbows back. So I'm gonna put my hand here. You can't go back. You gotta come forward, okay? Go. Forward. Forward more. Forward more.
Go with the knees. Or no?
Put your knees down and stick your butt out. Stick your butt out. Okay, now let's try it again, okay? Okay, come forward, 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 forward. Okay. Yeah. So you're not even there yet. You're a little bit here and then you just stop there and then you press up until you get stronger, okay? Butt out.
Going front first.
Yeah, and then you come down until you can and then you push up. Okay, that's good for now.
No, I really want where to start because
Yeah.
if I just start and like
Yeah, that's
crash from the beginning.
that's good for now.
Because maybe in the end it's not Chaturanga, but still it's the better level.
It's a
than
better
breaking
level
my-
than break. Yes,
because I
agreed.
know
Agreed.
I don't practice so much. So
Agree. Yeah.
Even on the course for teachers, we should know our hand limits. Thank you.
Mhm. Ah.
We didn't leave you for a break. No break for 3 minutes.
It's okay. That's why I didn't come till now. I wasn't in the resort this morning for a reason. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Chaturanga.
Okay.
We were doing, I'm not going to remember the Sanskrit name, but half lotus.
Yeah.
Right?
Standing half
And
lotus.
then
Yeah.
neither teacher was able to show us the transition to full expression
Okay.
of tip of,
Okay. Okay.
right? And so what I always learned to go this way first and then go this way.
Okay.
But-
You want to get into the toe balance, or you
Yeah.
to the toe balance? Okay. To
Yeah.
transition to the toe balance, you're doing it correctly actually. So from here, you stick your butt out, you bend your knee, you come down, put your hands down, press your heel up, and drop into it from here. Heel comes up. Okay. Heel comes up, so that you can activate your foot. And then the foot will stay active and you won't be as wobbly. And then you're there. Yeah, activate your foot. That's it. Because the foot is the foundation. It has to be on. Okay? Yes.
When Chaturanga, is there? I'm still going
You're still going down to come up.
Okay, yeah. So how can I?
Be conscious. Stop here for a while. And then just push forward and up. Don't dip down. So you've got to unlearn it. It's muscle memory. You just need to be conscious of it.
Oh yeah, here you can see I'm doing.
Yeah, because you went down to come up. And again, now that you know, drop down and stop.
So I should stop at that level.
Yes. Stop, smile, and then push forward and up instead of
Okay.
going. Because you're not stopping, you're just going.
Yeah.
And that's why I have that muscle memory. Stop, think about it, and then proceed.
Okay. Here it looks like my shoulders are going down a bit, or is that?
No,
That's actually okay.
that's okay.
That's okay because your arm bone isn't pointing down, it's pointing this way.
Yes.
It's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another question, because we had the dancer's pose this morning. Um, should we grab the
Ah,
foot or the ankle? Because I couldn't tell.
okay. If you want to open, hold lift your leg.
Oh, they told us we should grab from the outside.
Try this. You can grab from the outside. Try that one. Just gonna open your back bend a little bit more. But if you're gonna grab the outside, grab the ankle. Yeah. Try it. See which one. There's a difference because now your arm bone's rolled in.
Now I feel it in my knee somehow.
Hold like this.
So I should grab from the inside.
Yeah.
and
Thumb to
my-
big toe. Yeah. You don't need to do that. Just put
Yeah.
just like that.
But everyone or only me because of the pain in the knee?
It could be maybe because there's pressure on the kneecap due to the position of the leg. In that case, maybe you flex your foot and the pain might go away. Otherwise, choose the way you grab your leg and grab it a different way so you're not putting the same pressure on your knee.
So there, when I teach it, what should I?
They make them
recommend
choose. Either you do this or you do this. See which one feels better
But
and do
still
it.
Pointed.
Pointed foot, usually.
No, because otherwise I fall apart.
We're going to start in 1 minute.
Yeah, just before movement. Yeah, and now from here.
Okay, wake up. Let's start. Nap time's over. Okay. How was your teaching practice yesterday? You taught the standing poses to each other. How was that? How do you feel about your ability to instruct? Need more practice. Overwhelmed. Normal.
Many poses for short.
Normal.
Forgetting the voice.
That's why we need to do it every day. So we're going to spend another hour of teaching practice. Yesterday, we learned about setup cues, meaning inhale or exhale, where is my body going, and which parts of my body are moving. We learned about additional cues. After I'm there, what else can I say to improve the quality of my pose? Safety tips, where you should feel it, maybe all the nice juicy bits that you didn't have time to say before. So like say if you're doing, let's recap, no, what I'm talking about. Let's say you're going to do the warrior 2. First we do the setup cues. So from here, yeah, face your left foot to the side, bend your left knee and stretch your right leg back, drop into a 90-degree, open your chest. Okay, inhale, exhale, sink deeper. Very basic. Now you can see all the other juicy bits. Your arms wide and gaze forward. See, I didn't have time to say that before because I was getting them in the pose. But if I didn't say that after, and I just try to do them both at the same time, it will be like this. Point your left foot forward, stretch your back leg up, bend your left knee, try to get to 90 degrees. Now shins forward, thighs back, contract your inner thighs, point your tailbone down, draw your neck. They're dying. They're dying and bored because you're not in the pose yet and it's just taking you forever to get them there. This is why first we put them in the shape and then you give them more detail about the pose. This is why those two parts of teaching are separate. Set the pose up, and now you can talk about it because now they're in the pose and you want them to hold it, right? So the more you talk, the more they'll hold. It's fun. Okay, and it's not going to take you forever to get them into the pose. So the class pacing will be much better. Okay? So let's have a few rounds of review. Okay, a few rounds of review. Today, I'm going to put you into groups of 4. Okay, I'm going to put you into groups of 4, and you're going to practice teaching a group of people. Okay? So when I call your name, you're going to be person A, B, C, and D. And when I call your name, I'm going to say person A, triangle. And all the person A's are going to teach everyone else the triangle. Okay? So we can review setup cues, additional cues. But now you have more than one student. Okay? And you need to look at your students and check to see if they're following you or not. Okay? Right. Let's do this. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1. One group. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's one group. 3, maybe sit this one out. You can do 3, 3, 3. Next group. 4, 4, 4, 4. 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay. 7, 7, 7, 7. And everyone else, last group. Okay. So now that you have your groups, the next thing you're going to do is figure out who is person A, who is person B, who wants to be person C, and who wants to be person D. Go to your groups and talk to each other. You've got 3 minutes and 2 minutes. Go. Okay, person A, raise your hand. Person A, raise your hand. I need to see one person's hand up per group. Okay, person B, raise your hand. Only one hand per group. Person C, raise your hand. Okay, just making sure here. Yeah, okay. Person D, raise your hand. You guys know you only have A, B, and C. Okay? So you get a break when person D is teaching. Maybe you can just rotate. Okay? Okay. All right. I will only give you poses that you already know. Okay? So I just suggest you arrange your mats so that you can teach 3 people and you're in front. So we're going to have to break up the room a little bit. Okay? So we've got 3 mats facing forward and you've got the teacher in front of you. Okay? Go ahead and just kind of adjust your mats. You have 3 minutes to adjust your mat. See how I'm imagining the time by giving them a time limit. I will say who will go first, and I will say what pose you're teaching, okay? Once we arrange the mats. If cushions are in the way, just return them, please. We won't need any more cushions today. We're going to be moving for the most of the time. I'll put them in the basket underneath. They're asking me like to get into the toe balance from here. What's the transition? So you put your hands down, you lift your heel, and then you drop into it. Okay? That's the way to get there.
I saw you explaining it.
Yeah. To activate the toe. Yeah.
So push the
So you,
bones back.
yeah, push the sit bones back and lift the heel up so that you can activate your leg properly. You get into it easily. Dream on, you're gonna need them again. Are we ready to go? Looks ready. Okay, make sure you're in your groups. Okay. Make sure you're in your groups. Here we go. Make sure you're not causing traffic with the other groups. Make sure. Okay. We've got a little bit of a traffic problem over there. Maybe the teacher can stay here next to the camera and everyone can face this way. Okay. Are we okay now? Move back a little bit. Whose stuff is that next to the camera? Can we move it close to the camera? Yeah. That's safe and protected. Okay. Person B will start. I do this all the time. Person B will start. Listen carefully, person B, because you're going to teach Warrior 2. Warrior 2. So first you need to know what Warrior 2 is. So help your friend figure out what Warrior 2 is, then you teach it. Go. Teach it on the right, teach it on the left. Okay. They can have a little review. Do right and left, okay? Right side, left side. Okay, you've done right and left, yeah? No, okay. The other side. After you're done teaching right and left, give the teacher feedback. Tell them how they did, what they can do better.
I have some questions about teaching the Ashtanga series next week. I have days of doing each of these. I feel confident doing this. I feel like that's already stuff I've gone over. There's a lot in here that is
You're
out
probably
of my
not
limit.
going to just skip all the advanced poses.
Right?
Just do
Okay.
the basic ones. the basic ones. There are some
Okay.
like for example, you know, these Janusisasanas that are difficult, or the Marichasanas with the bind, the full bind. You know, stick to
Okay.
these guys, stick to this guy. The arm balances, just forget about it.
Okay, I was like,
Okay.
Louis is gonna just have to be on the stage.
Yeah, so you just gotta, because it also it's very long.
Right, and I
It's
didn't know
too
how
long. It's
I'd
too
fit it
long.
in.
So for example, you might do maybe up to here, and then you might do these guys, and maybe this one, these two, that one. You know what I
Okay, so I
mean?
am able to cut it
Yeah,
down,
and then
cut it
forget all
out.
this
Yeah,
stuff. No one can do
I
them,
was just checking this out yesterday. I was like, did
No
I
one can
bite
do
off more
them.
than I can chew?
right? The boat pose is fine. You know,
Yeah.
this one, yeah, we can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. And same with the finishing sequence.
Same with the
anything
finishing
that's-
sequence. There's stuff that we already know. That one you're probably gonna skip.
Right.
You will do the normal fish pose, the normal headstand.
Do you practice headstand? I would normally teach with 2 blocks against a wall. And
You
then
give them what you know.
I know how I know headstand actually pretty well,
Yeah.
but I just when it comes to
I
teaching
would
it, I would
teach
I teach
like
it with a I like to
if
teach it with
we can teach the finishing sequence on the wall by you can go under the restaurant,
Okay.
and we can have under the restaurant so you can do against the wall. I think wall work is a good idea for them.
Okay, fantastic.
And Rohil's gonna go through inversions with them also using the
Right.
wall. So
I assume maybe on this day they'll probably spend a lot of time in headstand or shoulder stand.
yeah,
Um,
different modifications as well. And
and you, when I teach these, would you like me to do it with no props since it's Ashtanga?
no, use the props.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on.
I'm just thinking.
No, that's why you're doing it, because they need to know not everyone can do it without
Right.
furniture, you know? Okay, person C, are you ready to teach? Person C. Person C, you're going to teach triangle pose. Triangle pose, person C. Triangle pose. Go. Triangle.
At the arch. Yes, at the arch. Raise your arm. Raise your arm.
Alright, I feel a lot better about this.
Okay.
Like I need to.
Okay, and you and propping is good because they need to know what to do for people with limited flexibility, and they need to, know how to correct hip positions and manage tight muscles in the back and using straps, using blocks. It's going to make them better teachers. Yoga teacher training works really well if you've got one strong vinyasa teacher and you've got one alignment teacher that will slow things down and break things down. It's a really good combination.
Great. There's Evelina, and here I am.
Yes,
Coming.
exactly. That's the point.
Okay.
That's the point. I, you made them go the wrong way. They're all doing it. There's something wrong.
Your arms should be like before your eyes. Forward, upward. And your head, your side just one line. Try to turn the strong front.
So it's beautiful. We have 4 different languages spoken, and so their theory is like for learning the English.
Yeah.
I just had them give me the left and right in their languages, the 3 different languages, and I'd be like, I just kind of pronounce them, and I like them all over. So these guys,
Yeah.
for like not.
Okay, of course, non-English speakers. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're a non-English speaker. You got a lot. Non-English. Non-English means like you suck at English. Raise your hand if you suck at English. That's better. Okay, now we're getting the honest one. Okay. So, if you suck at English, this is my tip for you. Go on Google Translate and write down in your language and in English all the parts of the body. Learn the parts, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. All the parts of the body, learn the English. Then you've got up, down, right, left, front, back. Inhale, exhale. Good. Do you understand me? All the parts of the body in English. Okay. Person D. D is in dog. You're gonna teach. You're gonna teach the warrior 3. Huh? D is in dog. Doggy. Warrior 3, go!
Security distance with the teacher.
3.
This morning I tried to think less and just do, and it was really amazing. It just
Good.
naturally it came. And I used Grace. She was my sister.
Yeah,
to
awesome.
just stand and show what to
Awesome,
do. So that
awesome.
felt a lot better, a lot more in the zone. So already
Good.
day 2 is coming along.
It's coming along. That's good.
For dancer, I got a question.
Yeah.
If it's holding on the top of your foot or
Okay. Usually it's the ankle if you hold on the outside. Because on the top of your foot, usually it's the ankle on the outside. But you can also hold on the inside and put the...
I talked mostly about holding on the outside, and I kind of said either one works. So that's like,
Because when you hold the top of the foot, the arm rolls in more. If you hold it here, at least you can pull the arm bone back a little.
maybe I'll
You don't want the
make
arm to roll
announcement
in too much.
tomorrow.
But you can also do it this way, which will
Right.
open your chest. And so your pectoralis muscle will be open. You can open your chest a little bit more because your arm bone's pointing in. You know.
I from experience and just watching people, when people hold in, I think it also drives their
Drives the knee out.
So I kind of tried to keep them on the
Okay.
outside for now.
That's fine also. That's fine
But I
also.
told them either one works if they can
I
keep their
think,
knee head
yeah,
in
I
the
think in my
air.
video I'm holding on the outside as well.
So it has nothing to do with the foot. It's more about the shoulder
The
when holding
shoulder.
onto the ankle.
Yeah, and the alignment of your hip, I suppose, would play a big. And I guess it depends on how wide your hips are versus your shoulders, which one will feel better to hold on the outside or the inside. Hmm. Oops.
If you explain it again, when you hold the outside, you hold the ankle because
When you hold the outside, you hold the ankle because if you hold a little bit higher, your arm rolls in more.
it does. Okay.
Because it's getting in the way of your pose. You got to. Okay, so make sure you're giving feedback to the teacher.
If you are from Padmasana to warrior three, first I have to bring the leg up.
And then you take it back. But then, or you can go from a lunge and lean forward. Yeah. Okay, after you're doing the feedback, the next pose that we're gonna do, and the final person will teach, person A, and I guess you decided to go first because you're the most confident one, or it was just randomness. Person A is doing the twisted side angle. Twisted side angle. You're in a twist. If you're not in a twist, that's not the pose. Parivrita Parsvakonasana has a twist. You've got to twist. If you're not twisting, it's the wrong pose. I need to see people twisting. See how she's facing away from them? Yeah, because I haven't told them yet that they need to face the class all the time. Ah, she's not the teacher. Oh. Who's the teacher? She's over there. Okay. I don't even know their names.
I'm gonna go study that board.
Yeah. What a nice breeze. Like, wow. What a beautiful day. Isn't it a beautiful day? Such a nice day today. So nice. Yeah, yeah, doing Korea. Such a nice day.
Anyway, the namaste is not for everybody. Sorry? The namaste is not for everybody. I mean, we can just come first.
Okay. No. The ha-
So we were saying, like, what is the bind? How do you do that one?
your hand has to go like this way, like this.
Yeah, so I said that. I said that's the advanced move. I'm like, I can't do that one. So what? Is there another option? Is there another option?
Open your hands, or put this hand here. There you go. Yeah. Should run through the options of when you do yeah,
Talk about the bind at all, but
when you get to here,
okay.
give them some options. Hand on the floor, hand across. See that? It's a bit, even all of these things, options. Even this one, Trikonasana, Trikonasana, options, easy options. Even if you talked about it already, it's good to review.
What is the right way to say it when we are here and we want to tell the person to just leave their heel off?
Lift your heel.
Like that?
Yeah,
Heel off and
lift
rest
your heel.
knee.
Yeah. Say, floint your foot.
Engage in your front. Option, you can open your hand. And you can put your right hand on the ground.
So the teacher should decide first what's the question.
From the easy one?
90 degrees, ideally.
And then turn it,
You mean the back foot? Ah, when you're doing a twist, you turn it in. But if you're not doing a twist, it's 90 degrees. And then you turn it in. Yeah. Okay, give the feedback, and then I'm going to teach you something new to add on to this.
these exercises are making us think about all these things that we should actually do before.
It's jamu with coconut milk.
It's a cocktail.
It's a
Kiwi cocktail.
it's a turmeric latte with coconut milk. Really? Why? Yeah, this is my breakfast. Okay. Well done, everyone. Okay, we just need to review more. So we're going to do another teaching practice, but before that, I need to tell you something. If I'm facing you and I say, raise your right hand, which hand am I raising? My left. And if I say, lean to the left side, which way am I leaning? This is called mirroring. Why do we mirror? Well, think of it this way. If I taught the class to you like this, and I said, okay, raise your right hand and lean to the left side. It's so easy for me, right? And you could have all ran away and I wouldn't even know it. Someone could have died and I wouldn't even know it. And all you see is my butt the whole time. Okay? So the problem with that is that you're not connecting with your students. You're not engaging them as human beings. You can't look them in the eye. You can't check what they're doing to see if they're doing the right stuff or not. And then they suffer. Okay? So what we want to do is be there for our students. So we face them and we do everything facing them so they can see. And it's fine if you're raising your right hand and having them raise their right if you're doing simple moves. But if you're going to do something like this, people are going to be all over the place. I see it all the time. And that's why we mirror. It's easier for a visual person to follow you if you're mirroring them. And 70% of the world are visual, meaning 70% of the world learn by seeing. And if they can't get an accurate picture, it's difficult for them to follow. That's why we mirror. But it makes the teacher's life harder. Okay? When I first started, I took a pen and I drew an R on my left foot. And I drew an L on my right foot. And I drew an R on my left hand. And I drew an L on my right hand so that I wouldn't get confused. After a while, your brain becomes more elastic and you're all right. Okay, till you get into a taxi and you say, go left. Then you have a problem. Okay. Okay, so we're going to practice. Yeah.
And in this case,
mat was sideways,
Yes.
students' mats were this way.
If you've got this mat and you're not facing them, do you have to mirror? No. You only mirror when you are directly facing each other. So if your mat is sideways the whole time and their mat is frontways the whole time, unless you turn and face them to do something like this, you don't need to mirror. But when you're facing them, you do need to mirror.
Can I add something?
Yes.
When I have my mat, I don't know if you noticed, when I have my mat like this and I'm teaching, I try to keep when I'm having open hip warriors and triangles, I try to keep facing the class to keep engaged with every student.
Yeah, and one thing I learned in theater is never turn your back to the audience. Okay, so if I'm going to do warrior 2 on this side, then I'm going to do warrior 2 on the other side. Not going to turn around. Okay? It's, they feel connected to you. It's a better experience. Okay, so everyone come to this side of the room. No, everyone go to the back. There, it's better. Go to the back of the room. Everyone, please. In 10, 9, 8, thank you. 7, 6, 5, thank you. Okay, so we don't run out of time. We're going to play a game called Simon Says. Simon is the teacher, and you have to stay here where I'm standing, and you don't get the mic. And you're going to say, raise your left hand, but you're going to use your beautiful. And you might say, step your right leg to the side, but what you'll be stepping is your. So if you're Simon, you don't have to say Simon Says. Okay, you know that game, right? No one's confused. Simon Says, and people have to follow you. You don't have to say that. You just need to give orders. You need to get 5 points. If you mirror successfully 5 times, you can go down. Otherwise, you're going to stay here till you make 5 points. You understand me? All you need to do is mirror successfully 5 times. Five times. We're going to start from this end of the room. It's like a firing squad. Okay? It's going to be firing squad. Psh, 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 psh. You start. So you're going to face them, and then you're going to mirror, meaning you have to say raise your right arm, and then you have to lift your left. Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Any movement using right and left.
No yoga, just any movement.
Any movement. Doesn't have to be yoga. It can be or not.
Leave your right arm off,
1 point.
and then your left leg open.
Okay, 2 points.
Lift your left arm off,
3 points.
and take your ball back.
Okay, no points for that.
Place your right arm in the floor.
Okay, one more.
Leave your right arm all the way.
Is that the right arm? Almost. Go back to where you were. Do it again. No. Start from here. The last thing. The last one. The last one. Do it again.
Left arm to the
Okay, beautiful. Well done. Okay.
You ready? So, hi guys. Step your left leg to the side.
1,
Lift your right arm to the side.
2.
Extend your left arm to the right.
Left arm to the where?
To the side.
Okay, left arm to the side. Okay, I thought I heard something else. Okay.
Yeah. And bend or pull your body to the left.
All right, one more.
And now touch with your left hand.
Okay, that's it. Good job. Okay, next.
to start with our left leg to the right.
Left leg to the where?
To the left.
To the left. I knew you said left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And our right leg to the left to go.
I'll give you 2 points for that one.
Left arm on the hip,
Okay.
right arm to go,
Okay.
and then right knee.
Okay. Good job. Well done. Okay. Next victim.
Okay. Take your left leg up.
Okay, 1,
Take your left arm up.
2,
Take your right arm right.
3.
And take your both arms up.
No points for that one.
Take your left arm down. No, your left leg down.
Okay, one more.
Touch your nose with your left hand.
Okay, good job. Okay, works. Okay, let's go.
Okay, step your left leg to the left.
Okay, 1,
Step your right leg to join.
okay, 2,
Step your right leg back.
3,
Step your left leg to join your right leg.
4, one more.
And raise your left arm up.
Okay, good job. Okay, next. Okay, remember, use your teacher voice, okay? The teacher voice.
So let's start. Step your left feet to the left.
Okay, 1,
Put your right feet next to your left feet.
2,
Raise your left hand.
3,
Raise your right hand.
4,
And then step your right foot to the right.
5. Beautiful. Well done.
Right your left hand.
1,
Right your right hand.
2,
Put your left leg to the left. To the left.
2, leg. Okay.
To the left. Put your right leg to the left.
Okay.
How many more?
1 more.
And put your left hand on your left hip.
Okay, good. That's it. Well done. You haven't gone. Let her go. Okay. I know you're excited, but we'll get to you.
Move your left leg to the bathroom.
Okay, 1,
Move, bend your right knee in a 90-degree position.
okay, 2,
Move your left arm to the right.
okay, 3,
Move your right arm up
4, one more.
and move your left arm down.
5, good job. Woo! First asana. Well done.
Move your left leg move your left leg to the right.
Okay, move your left. Do it again.
Okay.
Do it again.
Move your right leg to the left.
Is it to the left? No.
Is it okay?
Move your
right leg
to the
right.
good. Okay, got it. Like the 2 points for that one.
Raise your right arm up.
Okay,
Raise your left arm up
one more.
and get your left leg to the right leg.
Okay, good. That's it. Well done. You're off the hook.
Hello. So move your right leg to the right,
One,
left leg to the right,
2,
your left arm up,
3,
your right arm up,
4,
and your right leg again to the right.
5. Good job. Very smooth. Next.
And move your right leg to the front and your left leg up.
Okay.
And drop your left leg down, joining the right leg. And then move your right arm up and your left arm up.
Wow. Awesome. Well done. Okay, next.
Move your right leg back.
Okay.
Bend your right knee.
Is that your right knee?
Bend your left knee.
Yeah.
Lift your left hand forward.
Okay.
And your right hand behind you.
Okay.
And look in your left hand forward.
Okay. That'll do. I don't know what pose that was, but you got the right and left correctly.
Hi everybody. Right leg up.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Left feet right.
Is that right? No. Try it again.
Left right.
Think.
And like this now. Okay.
That one is correct. You keep that up. You got 1 point.
Okay. Left feet back.
Okay. Smart man.
Right hand on the floor.
Okay. 2 more.
Left hand on the floor.
Okay, 1 more.
And put your left foot in the middle.
Okay, that'll do. Okay, next.
All right, everybody, let's get into a chair pose. Lift your right leg up and cross it over your left.
Okay, that's 2 points.
Take your left hand under your right.
That's 3 and 4 points.
Touch your, right finger to your nose.
That's your right finger. No, it's not. That's not your right finger.
Touch your left.
Oh, no, it is your right finger. I'm sorry. I was right. I thought you were doing. I'm sorry. You're correct. I'm sorry. Bonus point.
And come out of it, bringing your right foot to the back.
Bonus, super bonus. Well done. Next. Okay. Okay, 1,
Back foot, switch back. Breathe. Lift your left hand. Lift
2,
your right.
3,
Move your right forward.
4.
Lift your left hand. Lift your right.
Okay, that's drop. Drop.
Drop.
Okay. Okay. Next. Who hasn't gone yet? Okay.
Stretch your right leg to the side.
Okay, 1,
Step your left leg to join the right leg.
2,
Put your right arm up
3,
and put your left arm up.
4.
Shake your bum.
Okay.
And step your right leg up. Left leg forward.
Okay, good job. Okay.
Touch your right ear.
Yeah, touch your right ear.
Touch your left ear. Go down. Touch the floor with the left hand.
Okay.
Touch the floor with the right hand.
One more.
And raise your left leg up to the sky.
Okay, good job. Well done. A little bit of creativity there.
Hello, everybody. Put your legs next to each other. Raise your left hand into the sky. Raise your right hand into the
2
sky.
points.
Grab your right wrist with your left hand.
All right.
And then stretch your body to the left side.
Wow. One more.
One more? Okay. And then, and lift your right leg.
Okay, good job. Well done.
Okay, so we lift our right leg up, 9, 2, 3.
Okay, 1,
Then we lift our left arm up.
2.
We bring our right leg inside of our right thigh.
Is that the right thigh? Right leg inside of your?
Left thigh.
Okay.
Right. If you want, you can grab with your right hand.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Right.
All right. Wow. Okay. So step into Tadasana. Now bring your left back and make sure you stand heel to heel. Make sure you have a 90-degree angle in your left leg.
That's not the left foot. You step the left foot back or the right foot back?
Make sure you have a 90-degree angle in your right
Yes.
leg.
Yes.
Now raise your right arm
Okay.
and raise your left arm.
Okay.
Gaze forward to over your right arm. And now reach forward. Continue gazing over your right arm. And
Okay.
now lift your left.
Okay, that's it.
I don't know which one.
I don't know what pose that was either, but you got right and left correct.
Step your right foot out
Okay.
and your left foot wider.
Mm-hmm.
The left side. Now shift your left hand to your left pocket.
Okay.
With your right hand to your right hand.
Okay.
And now wiggle it from left,
No.
from right to left.
Good job. Okay, who's next? Sasha, you're next. Okay.
Raise your right leg.
Okay, 1,
Put it to the front. Raise your left arm.
2. And your what arm? Okay. Okay. Okay, one more. Okay, well done. That's it. Okay.
Hi, fellow tribe. I would love for us all to go ahead and raise our right hand straight in the air.
Okay, 1,
And take our left leg straight back.
2.
And then bring our right leg straight forward.
Is that the right leg?
Oh, shoot! Ah.
Rewind.
Rewind. Back here. Okay, here we go. And bring your left leg straight forward.
Okay.
And bring your right foot to match your.
Okay, one more.
And take your left hand and touch your nose.
Okay, that's it. Well done. It's a little more complicated than we think. So we're working on neuroplasticity. Okay, go.
Put your right hand into the right foot.
Okay,
Put your left hand, left foot to the side.
okay.
Raise your left arm
2 more.
and then to the right side.
Okay, 1 more.
And now step your right foot and match it to the left.
Okay, okay. Right. Next.
Step your right foot forward.
Okay.
Step your left foot forward.
2 points.
Lift your left arm.
3 points.
Lift your right arm.
4 points.
And touch your nose with your with your left hand.
Okay.
Turn your head to the left.
1,
Raise your left arm.
2,
Raise your right arm.
3,
Your left head foot forward.
4,
Right foot 45 degrees.
5. Okay. That I'm not sure what that pose was either. It was almost a warrior 2. Almost. Okay. Okay. 2 points. 3 points. 4. 1 more. Okay. All right. Next.
Okay, so lift your right arm.
Rewind. Again.
Lift your left hand up.
1,
Touch your right hip.
2,
Your right arm up.
3,
Your left
4.
go down and turn to the right.
All right. Well done. Okay, next.
Everyone. Okay, we're going to start by bending our right knee.
Okay.
And we're going to lift our left foot to our right thigh. And we're going to
That's 3 points.
our right side.
Okay.
Our left.
Very good. Okay. Next. Okay, 2 and 3.
Then lift your, raise your right hand
4,
and put your right hand on your nose.
5. Okay. Okay. The nose is very popular today.
Right leg to the right,
Nope. That's the left leg.
left leg to the right,
No. People keep getting caught in this loop.
right leg,
No. Left leg.
left leg to the right,
To the left. Okay?
and left arm to the left, right arm to the right, and touch your nose with the right arm.
Okay, that'll do. Okay. You're off the hook. Okay, last. Your last to pranayama and your last in mirroring.
Put your right leg in front.
Okay? No, that's the left leg. Sorry, not the right leg. No, it's the left leg. You have to do the opposite. Yeah, that's right. That's the right leg.
Put your left leg in front.
Okay.
Put your right hand up.
Yeah.
Put your left hand in the back.
Okay.
Stretch your right hand to your left.
Okay. One more.
And say this one. And then take back your left hand to the arm.
Okay, good job. Okay. Now that we've all felt what it's like, please get back into your groups. And now, you're going to teach a standing balance facing your group. And I will tell you which one it is, and you will mirror. Person A, are you ready?
All right, A.
Person A,
Front and center.
you are going to teach Uttita Hasta Padasana, this one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Uttita Hasta Padasana, on the right and left. And you need to face your class, which means you need to mirror. Go!
One pose I still have like constantly a hard time mirroring is Garudasana because I get so twisted.
With the, yeah, it's confused. Yeah, it's quite complicated, the eagle pose.
This is great to have them work the balancing positions while mirroring.
Uttita Hasta Padasana.
I was teaching on Padangustasana.
Or
I was
Padangustasana.
teaching Padangustasana.
Uttita Hasta Padangustasana. Padangustasana. Yeah, it's Uttita Hasta Padangustasana. Mm.
when you're doing it for a while, I think you change directions also if you don't want. Yeah.
Plus my teaching too. I'm really remember what they picked up.
Yeah. Yeah, which is good for the brain actually to have a little bit of flexibility up there. No?
One more thing to get flexible.
Mental flexibility. Okay. How's it going? Don't forget the feedback. You have to do both legs. Okay.
Annie has a movie night planned tonight.
Oh. What kind of movie?
I don't know.
I have Korea. I'm going to be a space cadet after. I'm not coming back here. Okay. Person B, get ready. Person B, eagle pose.
I haven't told her. This is my hardest pose to teach.
Eagle pose.
We are getting it.
It's coming. It's coming.
The mirroring to 30 people is great to know what it feels like to get up in front of the class.
Yeah. Yeah. That's part of the reason for that is a lot of them have stage fright. You know, you can tell who's got the stage fright when you get them in front of everybody and they, you know, listen to them deliver the information. Okay, don't forget to give the feedback. 1 minute for feedback.
Oh yeah, that's
Starting
so
to take the
good.
pens and drawing on their body now. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's brilliant about your tattoos. I had no idea.
It's alignment.
I was like, wow, maybe that's
Alignment.
what I do too.
And it does help. I look down every Tadasana. I look down and make sure they're parallel. You know what I mean? Yeah. A student gave me the idea because I kept drawing with marker.
Yeah.
And someone, a year ago in May, someone here in Bali said, "Why don't you just get a tattoo?" And I'm
Wow,
like,
that
"Brilliant!"
recent.
And then we went and got tattoos together, like five,
Really?
six of the class. We all got the same
Aw.
tattoo.
Which word do I
I
better
love
use? Do I
that.
say twist or bind, like your leg
Uh,
around the
cross.
cross?
Cross your leg around the other one. Cross. Yeah. Okay, person C, are you ready? Person C will do the dancer's pose. Person C, dancer's pose. Face the class. Don't do it sideways.
Okay, we wait.
Maybe I should clarify where to hold the foot. I'm seeing it all.
And also because of the ankle joint is not stable. I mean, if you put this is not stable, this is stable, this is not stable. Yeah.
Before, can I make an announcement before going to the, or you can?
Do it now.
I just want to make a clarification. I think I either didn't say or I misspoke. I'm seeing a lot of different people holding the foot position. So if we're coming in from the outer edge of the foot, we want to grab the, looking at you too. Do you want to grab the ankle? When you come in from the inner edge, you want to grab the top of the foot. Okay? I don't think I was clear.
Yeah.
So outer,
Ankle.
coming from the outer edge, you go at the outer ankle. Coming in from the inside, you grab the top of the foot through the arch.
Yes, I think you said that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't saying something.
Yes. They
So
should.
we do whenever you want.
Which one? Which one you want?
So, maybe it's habit too.
It's also habit, yeah.
You're gonna learn it.
Chin mudra.
So I just just the both because I was really cold morning road. I using my cup, my leg up and then to the back, but this is for the warrior three. So this is you just put it back and then yeah, one just not make it like this and then like this. Yeah. I was doing like this and then like this.
Okay, person D. Person D. Standing half lotus. Ardha Padmasana. Eh. Standing half lotus. Sanskrit, Ardha Padmasana. Game over. We go home. Hang out. Yes.
Always when we make something like the lotus,
Yeah.
also when sitting,
The knee hurts.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's my inner
Okay. Then flex your foot and go to number 4. Don't go all the way up. Go only a little bit up. And don't push your leg down too much. Just leave the knee where it is. Does it still hurt when you flex your foot? Okay. So don't bring your heel up. Just keep it in the halfway.
Okay. And also the same with my ankle.
You feel also pain in the ankle.
Also
Yeah.
but I think this is just inflexibility.
It's that one can improve if you know, just move it a little. The connective tissues will get a little more flexible. But you want to watch this one and not bring it up because you're twisting your knee. That's why it hurts. So just bring it a little bit down. And as you're able to open your thigh, this will improve. It's going to improve.
When I open what my
Your thigh. The thigh needs to open more. That's why you're getting pain in the knee. Okay.
So just don't
Force it.
yeah, no pain.
Yeah, don't force it. And also it helps them review. They're reviewing what they learned in the morning. So the whole day is designed with a few poses in mind, then learning is better. They do the breakdown, they learn to teach it, they've learned the anatomy, so it's kind of a...
I've been noticing how the anatomy's been flowing really nicely, or it sets them up for the next day. I'm like, thank
Yeah.
you, that helps me too.
Yeah. Actually, the anatomy is supposed to be one bit every day, and then they're doing the poses that sort of kind of flow with that.
With those,
Yeah, that teaching. Oops. Someone wiped out.
She said this is a note not connected with the, it's connected with the pose, but
Okay, giving feedback. Give feedback to the teacher when they're done. These guys are good though. They're good. It's very smooth. I don't really see anyone that will have a lot of really major problems. All of them are, when it comes to teaching, all of them are pretty much, you know, they're coming along nicely. They'll be okay.
do you get groups where people are kind of just standing there like, "Oh,
Sometimes. Sometimes I walk in, I'm like, I don't even know why I bother, you know. I had a group like that. I walk in, I'm like, I have no idea why I'm bothering these people. So yeah, sometimes it happens. But the last two groups of people, the people stranded in Bali, do so well.
Yeah.
They're doing so well. So it takes a certain tenacity of person to get stuck in a foreign country.
True.
I'm sure they're all not by accident. You know what I mean? This is deliberate because they could have been rescued.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're done, congratulations. You're done. Well done, everyone. Sorry, you're not done yet. I know. Carry on. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. That's it.